I think a lot of people are like, great,
And we're good to go.
lunchtime down here.
Great, thanks. Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, December 12th, 2023. This is public meeting number 4 for the screening committee for the executive director search. Because we are holding this meeting virtually in remote collaboration technology, I need to take a roll call to get a quorum. So Commissioner Maynard.
I'm here, Madam Chair.
Okay. And Derek Lennon.
I'm here, Madam Chair.
Heather Hall.
I'm here.
And Dave Muldrew.
I'm here, Madam Chair.
Okay, and then I am noticing that we don't have anyone from A and K. So one of us would have to raise their hands to take the meeting minutes. And then Jacqueline, I don't know if you can reach out to Mina and Dave and Annie and see which member of A and K will be joining us.
All right, I'll reach out right now.
Thanks.
I'm happy to get in for now, given
Okay.
position on the full commission.
Okay. So we can keep going with some of the housekeeping. The second order on the agenda is the review and vote of the minutes from the very first public meeting of the screening committee, November 1, 2022. Has everybody had a chance to look at those? We're doing just the public section. Yeah. Okay. And then I believe that was going to be posted as we started the meeting, that section of packets, so a couple of pages. So if anybody has any edits, we can hear those. Otherwise, we can get a motion and a second to move on those minutes.
Madam Chair, I move that the commission approve the subcommittee minutes from public meeting number 1, November 1st, 2023, included in the packet, subject to any necessary corrections for typographical errors or other non-material matters.
Second.
Second from Derek.
Yes, I seconded.
Okay, so I will take the vote. Commissioner Maynard
Aye.
and Derek Lennon,
Aye.
Heather Hall,
Aye.
and Dave Muldrew.
Aye.
And I am also yes, so that's 5-0 approval on the minutes. Item number 3 was the discussion of the posting deadline. Dave, I'll turn this over to you in terms of, I believe the posting's still up and we were going to decide and sort of make public when we think we're going to pull that posting down.
Right, I was looking at the 20th as being a date.
December 20th,
Correct,
and that's what, next Wednesday?
correct. I mean, there's my thought here, Madam Chair, is that over the holiday, there may not be really any activity.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. I was thinking the 22nd, but I'm fine with the 20th. I don't know how everyone else feels. If everyone okay with the 20th?
I'm open for whichever date. The one question I had for Dave is, have all of the recruiting firms done their best efforts to date?
Right.
So far, they have. Good, very good point. I've notified them all that for them to on or about the 20th is when we're going to be winding down. So if we went to the 22nd, that's okay. But they have all been notified that that's the time frame we're talking about. And yes, we have received candidates from all 3.
Okay. So when you say on or about, if we say the 20th, can you circle back to them and just say by close of business on the 20th, we're going to be pulling it down?
Correct. That's what I would do. Yes.
Okay.
I was nervous about giving them a date and having them think it's not important, but I wanted just to make sure. I said, if you have folks that qualified, please get them through our process. It's critical.
Right.
With today being the 12th, so that gives us 8 days.
8 days. Okay, that's fine. So Annie and Dave, I see we don't need to vote on that, right? That's just procedure. We've come to a consensus on the 20th.
I think that's right. That's a
Yes, okay,
scheduling issue.
okay. And then we have items 4, 5, and 6, which really are executive session matters. I'm just gonna go over them in general, and then we can talk about whether we're gonna do a motion to go into executive session. Item 4 is really ministerial. It's going over the meeting minutes from that first meeting on November 1st, 2023. Item 5 is getting into detail, further discussion and scheduling for the actual first round interviews for the selected candidates. And then number 6 is if we have, continue to review any candidates that we have for ED. Dave, my question for you is, do we have any candidates who came in since our last meeting?
Not, well, we
I see
may,
2 heads nodding,
we may have a few that came in.
a few stragglers. Okay, so
Right.
we will keep
Yeah,
that. as an
right.
action
We may
item.
have a few. Yeah.
Okay, 5, okay. So I will read each one in succession, item 5, 4, 5, and 6. And then we'll have to move and take a roll call in terms of going into executive session. So moving to item 4, the commission anticipates it will meet in executive session to review minutes from the November 1st, 2023 executive session. As a discussion in an open meeting may frustrate the intended purpose for which the executive session was convened in accordance with General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A8, to obtain qualified applicants for the position of executive director. The public session of the commission meeting will not reconvene at the conclusion of the executive session. So I have a motion.
Madam Chair, I move that this group moves into executive session for the reasons stated and supplied in the packet.
Do I have a
Make
second?
the motion.
Second. Okay, so doing roll call, Commissioner Maynard,
Aye.
Derek Lennon,
Aye.
Heather Hall,
Aye.
and Dave Muldrew.
Aye.
And I am aye, so 5-0. Item 4, item 5. The committee anticipates it may meet in executive session in conjunction with the initial screening process to consider the scheduling and questions relating to specific applicants for the executive director position in accordance with General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A8. The chair declares an open meeting will have a detrimental effect on obtaining qualified applicants for the position. Committee anticipates the open session of the meeting will not reconvene at the conclusion of this executive session. Do I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I move that we move into executive session for the reasons stated and put in the public packet.
Second.
Second. Okay. Commissioner Maynard
Aye.
and Derek Lennon,
Aye.
Heather Hall,
Aye.
Dave Muldrew.
Aye.
I am also aye, so 5-0. As to item 5, and then item 6. The committee anticipates that it may meet in executive session in conjunction with the initial screening process to consider specific applicants for executive director in accordance with General Law 30A, subsection 21A8. If the chair declares, and I do, that an open meeting will have a detrimental effect on obtaining qualified applicants for the position, the committee anticipates the open session of the meeting will not reconvene at the conclusion of the executive session. Do I have a motion?
Madam Chair, I move.
Making
that
you work
the-
for it today, Derek.
Madam Chair, I move that the committee move into executive session for the reasons stated by the chair and provided in the public packet.
Second.
Okay, and Commissioner Maynard,
Aye.
Derek Lennon,
Aye.
Heather Hall,
Aye.
and Dave Muldrew.
Aye.
And I vote yes, that's 5-0. Number 7 is other business reserved for anything not reasonably anticipated at the time of the posting. I think this is probably the last time we may be seeing Heather Hall here as part of this committee. So just to say that publicly, so people know going forward, thank you for your assistance in the process, and we'll keep you around until the last possible moment when you leave.
Thank you, Chairwoman.
So unless anybody else has anything under 7 to bring up that wasn't reasonably anticipated. I think that we will close out the public portion of the meeting and go into executive session, reminding again, we are not returning to the public session today.
And Madam Chair, if we could open up that executive session link, because I am home and I didn't want to spread my
Okay,
germs
great.
to everyone.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you.